Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Chiefs going up against the Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second and 10 now, Boykin. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run again with Logan, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They go play action with Boykin. Being chased out left. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Green 18. Hey, check 26.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they haven't earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On play action, Rodgers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out. So that'll back him up 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The play clock's running down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Throwing is Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down, Mariota. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 36. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it here with Logan. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Play fake. Mariota forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, and this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. On play action, Mariota. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. They go play action. Mariota looking deep for Julio. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Benjamin, the man in motion left. Now they try the right side here. And an alley to run. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On the left side, a catch by White. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mariota now to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Play clock winding down. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Logan. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run with Logan. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They're indeed going. It's Mariota, able to push his way through. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rodgers with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? holding that to a minimal gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Rodgers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now receiver in motion left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
158.
He may try fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, But they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Mariota now. Dancing to, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Olivier Vernon able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Back near his goal line, Mariota. Step pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aldon Smith able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And the D looking like they may blitz. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I.
Hey, check 26. Come out.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipper. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying,
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First and goal here from the 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out?
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mariota now on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He can't get him down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And his pass incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And some room to work. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.